So there is this magic number, you know, they call it 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours to mastery. So you just gotta keep trying, you know, keep doing and keep improving as well. Like for me back then when I first did sales, I was a total introvert. You know, I would never ever dare to do this kind of thing. Yeah. In school, right, presentation was like my weakest test subject. So when I first started doing sales, it was an uphill battle. But I mean, I was very driven. So I just made a lot of different sales appointments, just kept doing. And one thing for me also was, of course, back then in a company, you have a mentor. So I learned a lot from my mentor back then. You know, every time anything I'm not sure of, I will go and ask him, like, hey, how will you pitch the same deal? Can you teach me? And then I'll just record down, I'll take notes, and then I'll practice myself in terms of like pitching the product. Like how he pitches, I will record it, and then I'll like kind of memorize it, and then I will rehearse it to myself the next time. Like literally, I did that, very diligent. Then, you know, just go through multiple rounds. One thing I like to do whenever I meet people, back then it was in my company, right? So my fellow colleagues who are probably doing better than me, more senior, my superiors, whenever I got a chance, I'll always like ask them out. And one thing I always ask them, right, which you can try as well with anyone. It could be a friend that you can be really vulnerable and accountable with, like a really good friend that you know you can trust, who has your best interest in mind, or like a mentor. The thing about them having your best interest is very important. If you go and ask a competitor, someone who doesn't like you, obviously they're going to give you something that's going to just put you down in a way that's not helpful, right? And one thing I like to ask these people is, where do you think I can improve on? Yeah, I always ask them, based on your observation of me, on the way I do things, or you heard me pitch sometimes, where do you think I can improve on? So always ask that and then really work on it. So it's like always going through multiple iterations of where you can improve. So for me back then it was that. So in your case, you might not be doing sales, but it could be in general, anywhere. In your daily lives, you just gotta try